season, it can be hard to figure out what to do. Well, Peak Radar has you covered with their rainy day guide, a list of things to do in the area that won't leave you drenched by the end of the day. And Angela Seals from Peak Radar joins me now to fill us in. Good morning.
Good morning, Mia. Thanks for having us on to talk about these ideas that are so timely in this season.
Yes, they really are. Yes, I mean, there's been thunderstorms almost every single day, but you guys want to turn those rainy days into an opportunity for more activities.
Absolutely. We all get in our ruts of what we love to do, and so we want you to see a rainy day as an opportunity to hop on Peak Radar and check out an indoor activity in the middle of the summertime. Yeah. There are 30 museums in our region. There are tons of live performances. There's a lot to do inside.
Yes, there absolutely is, and you have this whole list created online of ideas that people can kind of flip through. So give us some of the highlights of what we can see on there.
Right, so today we released the Peak Radar Rainy Day Guide to give you some new ideas. And yeah, I want to pull out a couple highlights. So Cottonwood Center for the Arts in downtown, they have art exhibitions every month, but you may not know that you can go any day of the week and see artists working in their studios.
Oh, I did not know that.
To painting, to jewelry, to photography, the artists are there working and will welcome you in to see their process. Another great one to call out is the Iron Springs Chateau. Especially for us locals, we may not think to go and visit and have dinner with our family some night at Iron Springs Chateau and see dinner theater. But it's a great way to turn a Tuesday night into a real event.
Yeah. That's incredible, and I know I saw something on there about going to Cave of the Winds, which surprised me because, you know, it's partly outside, but then if you really think about it, you're going underground.
So they do have a lot of outdoor attractions now around the outside of the cave, but the best thing about caves is that they're the same all year. So no matter what the weather is, Cave of the Winds is a beautiful way of exploring something. It's an all-ages activity, and you're always comfortable when you're down there.
Yeah, I've been there a couple of times now, and I just absolutely love it there.
And it's still
so
natural beauty. It's a hike, but it's
exactly. You still get to experience the beauty of Colorado without being outside and drenched in the rain. All right. So, what are some other tips you might have for people out there who might be kind of restless on those rainy days?
You know, as I mentioned earlier, there are 30 museums in the Pikes Peak region. Some of them you know, the Pioneers Museum, the Fine Arts Center at Colorado College. Those are museums we think of off the top of our head. But there are some smaller museums that'll really surprise you. The Outlaw and Jailmen Museum in Cripple Creek is in a historic jail, and it tells the story of some of the really neat and kind of naughty things that happened during the Gold Rush days. The Space Foundation Discovery Center is an amazing space for science learning. There's a Rocky Mountain Motorcycle Museum here. So there are some off the beaten path museums that you may not think of off the top of your head, and you can always find them on Peak Radar by just searching the organization directory and pick something you've never heard of.
Yeah, I feel like that's so fun. You can just go on there and you're like, what's something I've never tried before? Flip through, you find it, and you just go do it.
Yeah, we want people to have that hunger. I mean, this is your community, and there's so much more here that you may not know about. So have that curiosity and know that Peak Radar connects you to those new ideas.
Wonderful. So there's also some shows that you can go see, and we're actually about to spotlight one of those right after we're done talking here. So why don't you tell us a little bit about that one?
Right. So Cosmos Magic Theater is one of the newest performance spaces in the region, and I'm so excited that you get a taste of it today. It's a sleight of hand magic parlor, and he performs for young audiences, but primarily for adults. So go and feel the wonder of seeing someone do something you cannot imagine right in front of your eyes, and he's going to do that in just a minute.
Yes, he is. Actually, we're going to head over there right now, but for now, if you want to find Peak Radar's Rainy Day Guide, you can go online to peakradar.com/rainydayguide. We're going to head over to Maria to get a taste of that show that we just talked about.
Something very exciting indeed. Now we're joined by featured performer of the month with Peak Radar, Cosmo Solano. He's a magician, and you're a magician with your own theater. You have got Cosmos Magic Theater.
That's right.
Can you tell us a little bit about the theater?
Yeah, we seat about 70 people. We've only been there since about 8 months, 9 months now. Primarily focus on sleight of hand and stuff that you don't normally see at a theater like
And
that.
audiences, we're saying 16 and up, but you do have certain days where you're
Right.
saying all audiences.
We have evening shows mostly for adults, but it's nothing like R-rated, so 14, 16-year-olds are fine. We try to say 16 or older, but we do have matinees where we do things for really little ones, stuff like that.
And just reading a little bit about you, you've been doing magic since you were in kindergarten and getting paid since you were about 13,
You
right?
found that out?
Yeah. I can find anything out online.
I've been doing it for a long time. Yeah.
Well, let's get a taste of what we can
Sure.
see here.
Okay.
We've got some silly cards.
Yeah, I thought I'd do something having to do with the news,
Okay.
So I've got some location cards here. There's a library, supermarket, zoo. I don't want you to know where they all are or what's here, so I'm going to kind of mix them up a little bit.
I'm not looking.
Just so you don't know. I don't want you to think that I had this set up in any way with her. And also, if I could ask somebody, maybe the camera person, to just name an hour of the afternoon. 4. Okay, we're going to go with 4. Just remember that. We'll get back
4.
to that. We've got some location cards here, and I've also got some picture cards of different celebrities. So what I want to do is I'm going to create a little bit of news. We're going to create some news, okay? So, and I've got something in my wallet I'm also going to get out, but we'll get that in a minute. So take these and just kind of deal them down onto the table one at a time and stop on anyone you want, okay?
Okay, wait. They were talking in my ear. I'm picking out anyone I want. What am I doing?
Just deal them onto the table and stop anytime you want.
Okay. I'll stop there. Does that sound good?
Yeah, let's take the next one and
next
set
one
it
is-
aside,
okay.
right? I just want you to see what you could have chosen.
Okay.
You could have chosen a theater, a museum, a church, a supermarket. There's a whole bunch of different things.
Okay.
Hospital, okay? But you chose that one, and we don't know what it is. They were mixed up.
Okay.
Also, I want to, let me get this out.
We have about a minute left.
Oh, no, okay. So let's show everybody what it is then. So we have the school, my wallet. I've got something in my wallet here we'll get to in a second. And I'd like you to just notice these are all different, so go ahead and put your finger on one of these really quick.
Okay, how about this one?
All right, so we'll take this one off. Now, you could have gone with somebody else and all these other people. So we're going to make a story out of this school. One of the Obamas, Michelle Obama. And if you'll reach in there and take that little newspaper article out.
Okay.
And I just want you to know I don't have anything in my fingers. Go ahead and open it up. Okay. And you'll notice it says the Obamas visit a local school.
Oh my
We
gosh.
created some news with the Obamas, a school, and up in the corner, would you read the time on the clock?
It says 4.
4 o'clock in the afternoon. There you go. So.
That is crazy.
And I gotta say, go ahead.
Yeah, no, I'm dumbfounded. Because you wouldn't let me do anything beforehand, or you wouldn't show
I
me
didn't
anything.
want to set anything up. But I do want to say cosmosmagictheater.com. I'd have to make sure you guys know that's how you get tickets, because you can't just walk up to the door. And we have that problem sometimes, so you have to definitely reserve it.
Oh, wonderful.
Because we have limited seating.
Okay, do you allow larger parties to come in?
We do. We do a lot of corporate parties already. In fact, our first December, we were only a month old, and we loaded up with company parties all month long.
Does this change? All right. Well, I'm dumbfounded. But okay, to find out where to see Cosmo and other performers, check out peakradar.com.